Hello world, I'm Zenit, and today we're solving the Good Games Hack the Box challenge. Now I have no idea other than the hints that you can see on screen right now, namely we have SQL injection, server-side template injection, something with Python and Docker and weak passwords. So let's just jump right into it. I already performed a scan. We have the only port of the top 1000 ports, I think, are port 80. So right now we have this website and it's about games. Smell magic in the air, or maybe barbecue. All right. So what's on this website? We have latest posts. They have social something, but let's take a look at the search. Because as always, when we're trying to hack a website, we're looking for some input fields like this search one over here. And let's just type in hello. And all right, okay, what happened? Absolutely nothing. We just jumped to the top of the page. Search is completely useless, powered by Bing. Let's take a look at the blog. Okay, something is happening. So let's go over here. Let's reload the page because something didn't work. So they all point to the current page. If you see the URL down below over there, there is something weird over here because all the pages essentially lead to nowhere. Let's go to the store product and okay, we got a 404. Perfect. Now, since I'm using the Parrot OS provided by HackTheBox, we also have some tools in here, namely the Dark Reader, Cookie Manager, we have Webalizer. I'm okay with that. So what JavaScript frameworks and stuff do we have here? We have the GSAP, the web server is Flask, we have the Twitch video player, which as we see over here has been misconfigured. So it's done with Python. These are the languages that they are using. So there are a lot of attack vectors that we could abuse. But this embed is misconfigured. So let's take a look at this embed. Why is this misconfigured? What's wrong with it? So let's go to the documentation. So it looks like in here we have to define the parent, which will be our IP. And it still doesn't work. Okay, I have no idea what's wrong with it. Maybe we can take a look at it later down the line. We have a block which has something on it. So what happens if we search on the block? Let's look for magic, since it's about gaming, and games without magic that aren't sci-fi are not on this list apparently. It's all magic or sci-fi, but it doesn't look like the search does anything at all. Let's go to the store, coming soon. Oh, okay, we encountered something like this a while back. Let's test out. Let's go with test at test.com, and let's subscribe, and we don't get it reflected. Okay, that's sad. So let's actually take a look at it with Burp Suite. I'm going with the community edition because I have a limited amount of keys and I've already used up all of my keys so far. So let's just start with this small burp project so we can analyze the traffic that gets sent. Now, first of all, we need to change some things. The most important thing is to set it to dark, and then for my mobile users, I will make the font a little bit bigger, so that you can also read what the hell I'm actually doing. Alright, fantastic. Now that everything is set up, let's go to the proxy, let's browser, and everything should work magically. Alright, now let's do the exact same thing, namely test at test.com. And let's take a look what we actually sent in the backend. So we essentially sent the email over here. That's our attack vector. The first input so far that actually gives us some control over the application. And yes, so I'm not sure, maybe we can abuse that. But the weird thing is that we don't get any reflection or something like that. And let's actually check out the rest of the website. So let's go to the store, which was coming soon. All right. And if I recall correctly, there is this user icon, which does nothing. Sign up. Okay. God damn it, this website has an entire registration form and everything. All right. Let's do a quick test. And we're signed in, redirecting to your profile page. Date joined is null, which is weird. But now we have a profile. But does that mean that once that we have a profile, we can actually do something on this website? Let's find out. We can do anything again. Welcome test, return to homepage. So nothing special happened here except for the username. The username got reflected. Fantastic. So this means that we can use a special username. Now, let's go back to Webalizer. It told us what the hell is GSub. We have Flask and maybe so GSub is an animation library. Okay, we don't care about that for now. And we have Flask. So let's actually take a quick look at Flask template engine. Templates, we have Jinja. Flask leverages Jinja 2. Okay, Jinja 2 templates. Jinja documentation. We're close. Now, let's take a look at the server-side template injection with Jinja 2. IP, okay, so they use the 2 curly brackets. We just need to find out if that works for us. That's already a ton too far. For what we're actually looking for, what we need for is to check if we can evaluate some kind of number. So let's try it. We are just gonna use a very weird username. Sign up. Let's go with 7 times 7. Okay, no, that's the email address. That doesn't work over here. But does it work over here? Yeah, it looks like it's valid. So let's go with test2 at test.com. And the password's just gonna be, oh, why can't I delete this? Test, sign up. Now let's go with test2 at test.com with the password test. It doesn't get evaluated. That's sad. I really hoped it would get evaluated, but nope, that's not how it works, sadly. That's a real bummer right now. We need to find another way to get our template injection in here. Or maybe we can do it even easier. Maybe we don't have to do all this stuff. Let's just copy this ready-made exploit out and create a new account. Maybe this one will work. I have no idea about Jinja. Sounds like ginger for some reason. So let's go with test3 at test.com. The nickname is whatever this, no, that's the wrong one. Whatever this is, and the password will be, guessed it, test. Sign up. Here, let's free and log in. But sadly, that didn't work either. Let's go actually an easy route. So let's go one level above the server-side template injection and let's try to enter a wrong password. Internal server error. Okay, that's sad. So let's go to the next one, which will be to sign up and basically just create an XSS. So here we change this to 4. This will be script alert 1 and this will be script end. Sign up for login, and it didn't work. So apparently it all gets escaped, or did I have a typo? Nope, no typos. All right, I don't think we are gonna have any luck with all of this stuff. So let's log out and actually try one of the first and simplest thing that I should have tried when I saw a login form greeting me like this, which is the basic SQL injection syntax, or what is 1 equals 1 and okay, so we can't do it like this, but this doesn't mean that we can't do it at all. So let's go to our burp suite. Let's turn intercept off for a while until we are at the login window, which we now are. So let's do just the basic test. Here we can enter test, and now we intercept this, and we just change our email to this one, forward it, and now we're welcome admin Zenit test, which means that essentially we're somehow loaded all the users that are available, and my neighbor is drilling something and I don't know what. Please shut up, neighbor. So let's remove intercept for a minute, and we are the admin. We have the power of an administrator. What can we do with it? My guess is absolutely nothing. Oh, but I was wrong, because you see here we have internal administration GoodGames HTTP. I need to add a host entry, and my neighbor is added again. Come on, please stop it. So let's add this one to our host files real quick. Vim. Let's just grab the IP and follow it by GoodGames, and also this one, all on the same IP. Here again, boom. And we made it. All right, okay, after doing that, we made it. Now we need credentials. So the first question is, do my credentials work? So let's go with test2@test.com with the password test. Wrong user or password. Now we have admin. Maybe the password is just admin. Doesn't look like it. So we need to find out the password. Luckily, we have access to the database, and maybe we even have SQL map. That's fantastic. So the easiest way to do that with SQL map is to just copy to file the request in question and then run it with SQL map -r and the file you saved it to, and -p and the param you want to hack. And now it says post parameter email is vulnerable. Do you want to keep testing the others? No. Let's just go with that one. So I hope it somehow saved the state for us, and let's just take a look if we can get the databases. And now we wait for the response if we find some databases in here or not. I hope we do. Oh god, it's doing one character at a time. So we have information schema, which is the data dictionary of MySQL. We don't really care about it right now. We want to see if there's a second database and then read the table from it. But man, maybe I'm faster if I do it by hand. So we found information schema. So let's take a look at the second database once it's loaded up. It's gonna take a while depending on how long the name is. But man, there has to be a faster way. All right, it's finished. So we have information schema and we have main. Now main will be the one that we want, and the next command in our line of commands is do the same. And this time I think we want the tables and D is main. Let's just do everything. Yes, maybe that's gonna go faster. And I think this is gonna take a while again. So I'm gonna get something to drink and be right back. I got myself something fresh to drink, and also it's finished. And we have a table users. That's amazing. That's exactly what we're looking for. So how do we grab the contents of the table? We do it with a dump command. Default technique, whatever SQL map chooses for us, even if it takes a lot of time. Yeah. But I have my drink over here, so I can just enjoy the show of SQL map retrieving the entire data. And although we haven't finished the entire database, we got the password. Yeah, the password is the last field, the password. And here we have admin and then this hash, which looks like MD5. So let's just grab this, go to CrackStation, which I already opened. I am not a robot. The last time I checked, crack the hash, and the password is super administrator. All right, perfect. Now let's go back to this one and let's run this, and boom, we're in on the website, not on the actual system, but nevertheless, maybe we can do some stuff in here. So what's this new task? Add user does absolutely nothing. Test, it does nothing. Bold overview is where we are right now. We have settings. Download. What can we download? The dashboard. All right. We don't need that. Do we have some transactions? Setting. What's in here? Edit you to an event project. Stand up tomorrow. New plan. We can't do anything. We can't even navigate this list. Come on, let's go to 4 settings. Admin. Oh, let's change it to Zenit. Let's save this and birthday. Let's just pick some date. We've born yesterday. All right. Also, we see Zenit in here. All right. Does this have template or SQL injection? Now let's try script alert 1. Why do they always forget birthday? What's with that? Boom. Okay, we have an XSS. That's fantastic. Okay, so we already have an XSS, but do we also have a template injection? Birthday and then some number in here. Yes, yeah, we have template injection. I'm guessing it's server-side just because Page told me so. But so far we found an XSS and we found a server-side template injection, which is perfect because we can use that to create a reverse shell. So what are we gonna do? We want to listen. We are gonna create a reverse shell. This is where the fun actually begins. So we're just gonna go with Jinja injection server Jinja SSTI reverse shell, and then we're gonna find a payload somewhere in here like this. Let's copy this to the name, and in here we don't want this part. We can actually directly add this part like in here, but here it is, and we want it on our IP is 10.14.119, and we are listening on 137. First, let's copy this in case it fails. The birthday number, save it. Oh, and you can see over here it hangs. We don't care because we got a shell. Who am I? Oh, not who am I. Who am I? I am root. Now, the hardest part right now is to find the flags. So let's just do that. We are in the backend. We have a Docker file. Cool. Okay. What's in project? I don't think we care about that. Let's just see home. In home, Augustus. All right. Let's take a look again. Okay, we have Augustus. LSL home, and then let's Augustus, and we have the user. So let's just cat home Augustus, and the user flag is this one. Copy. Go back. Local instance. Submit the flag. Paste. And this was alright. Okay, it's like the not very easy, but it's still easy. But we need the root flag, so maybe what's in root? ls root minus l root. Nothing. Okay, so where the heck is the root flag? Usually they are in the root directory. So let's just go into root. We have nothing in the root directory. Am I in the root directory? Yes, I am. Are we sure there is no root txt? No, there is no root txt. Alright, so we had a Docker file and we have a 172 IP. We are in a Docker container, but can we escape it? So we had the user Augustus and we have mounted it on dev SDA1. So it looks like we can ping the IP ending with 1. Can we also SS? Oh no. No! I exited the whole thing. I am stupid. We were Augustus at 172.19.1.0. Host key verification failed. Okay, so after upgrading my shell, it seems to work out. Now that I have a full STD session. And the password, let's try super administrator, or what was the password again? Oh, it looks like that was the password. That's amazing. Why does this work? So let's take a look. The user one we already have, lsl root. Can we read that? Can we just read the root dot, come on, shut up, dot txt? Of course not. But let's take a quick look at IPA. Okay, this looks like it's the Docker host. It also has the IP that we are attacking. So everything looks fine on here. But yeah, the weird thing is that we were root on the system that we were before. So let me do a quick search. Touch this. So if I touch this in here, it's the user. Okay, let's exit where we are root. And let's go into the user. No, sorry. Let's go into the home of Augustus and touch that. And it looks like that. Okay, let's reconnect in here. Super administrator. And let's look in here. And that has been created by root. Now let's exit again. And let's just copy bin bash into this directory. And now bash is owned by root. So let's SSH into the machine again. Super administrator. And in here we have now bash that is owned by root. Let's run bash. Okay, let's do it differently. Let's copy it actually from here. Okay, permission denied. Let's do it differently. Let's remove bash. What's happening? Okay, bash is removed. Let's connect again. Super administrator. And now let's copy our bash into this one. And then just change the owner to be root of bash. And also set the permissions with the SUID, which I think was missing before. So let's take a look, and we have okay, yes, we have the SUID right now. I think we didn't have that before. So what we need to do now is SSH again, super administrator, and let's execute bash. And who am I? Augustus ID. Augustus. Maybe with the dash p. Who am I? ID. Okay, it looks like I have enabled now the UID thing, and I am root. So let's take a look at what's in root. And we have the root txt, and we have the flag. Copy that. Let's submit it in here. And I think that was medium. Let's say medium, because we actually had to escape a Docker container, which I never did, and it was kind of fun, but also a bit harder than expected. So let's submit the flag. The flag has been accepted, and it looks like I was scared again because of all this fanfare over here. And we are done. We have finished this challenge. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for the next one. Bye bye.